We are on the verge of a 2026 offseason that could completely flip the NFC on its head.
Yeah, we're not talking about small moves here.
No, we're talking a former #1 pick getting shipped out for what the report calls a pittance, and a quarterback reunion in the NFC North that just seems to defy all logic.
And we promise you, stick around, because the conclusion we've drawn about the entire QB market is, it's pretty shocking.
It is. But before we get into all that, do us a favor. Go ahead and like this, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let us know your team's biggest need this offseason.
All right, so let's set the stage. The Seahawks and Patriots are gearing up for Super Bowl LX. Meanwhile, we're diving into Kevin Patra's new analysis on the one roster move each NFC team has to make.
And he starts with maybe the boldest take of all, the Arizona Cardinals. Patra says it's time to trade Kyler Murray.
It's the rip the Band-Aid off move for sure.
You know, usually you see that contract and you just think, impossible. But I was looking at the numbers. The dead money hit is only $17.9 million.
Which is nothing. In 2026, that is a pittance. That's less than a bridge starter's salary.
Exactly. The financial hit is basically gone.
And the on-field argument, I mean, it might be even stronger. They went 3-14, sure, but the offense, it actually looked more rhythmic, more coherent when Jacoby Brissett was in there.
That is just a damning indictment of Murray's play. So if they do move him, who's buying? The report floats a comparison to the Geno Smith trade, maybe a third-rounder.
The rebuilding team will absolutely pay that. Quarterbacks are just too scarce. Even a distressed asset like Murray will have a buyer who thinks, hey, I can be the one to fix him.
Speaking of fixing quarterbacks, let's talk about Minnesota. This one actually shocked me. The suggestion isn't to go draft a guy to replace J.J. McCarthy. It's to bring back Kirk Cousins.
It feels like going backward, right?
It really does. I mean, McCarthy has struggled through 2 really rough, injury-plagued seasons, but going back to a quarterback who's got to be in his late 30s, is that really the play?
It is if you want to save the coach's job. Look, Cousins fits Kevin O'Connell's system perfectly. He gets the ball out on time, something McCarthy hasn't been healthy enough to learn.
So if Atlanta cuts him, he just walks right back in and stabilizes the whole room.
Instantly. It's a safety-first move.
Okay, let's flip to the other side of the ball. The Dallas Cowboys. They took a gamble on Jadeveon Clowney to rush the passer, and it seems like it just didn't pay off.
Not really. He was brought in to be that second guy opposite Micah Parsons, but he's too inconsistent. Patra's point is they don't just need a complimentary guy. They need another bona fide finisher.
Like a modern-day DeMarcus Ware.
Exactly that. A pure one-on-one winner. You need someone who forces the offense to pick their poison. Right now they just double Parsons and they live with everything else.
Whereas Philadelphia, they seem to have found that guy, Jaelan Phillips. The numbers here are just wild 34 pressures from week 10 on.
He completely transformed Vic Fangio's defense.
Yeah.
In that scheme, you have to get home with 4 rushers. It's everything. So keeping him is priority number 1.
Which really highlights the problem for a team like Washington. Their edge rushers are getting so old. Von Miller's 36, Jake Martin is 30.
Yeah, it's a huge issue. And in the NFC North, it's not so much age as it is softness. The Bears are giving up almost 135 rushing yards a game. You just can't win like that.
And we all saw what happened with Green Bay. The second Devontae Wyatt got hurt, that whole defensive front just collapsed.
It really exposes how thin they are inside.
But let's pivot to a success story. The Seahawks are in the Super Bowl. And they didn't get there by throwing it all over the yard.
No, not at all. They got there by leaning on Kenneth Walker III.
The numbers are just staggering. 610 scrimmage yards in his last 5 games. He has been the absolute engine.
Patrick calls him a masher. He's not just taking what's blocked, he's creating yards himself. Extending that guy is a no-brainer. He gives them an identity.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are at home watching, and their identity is kind of crumbling, isn't it? Brandon Aiyuk is sayonara. Sean Jennings is a free agent.
That wide receiver room is thin. It's a crisis for a team that needs playmakers to make that scheme work.
And the Rams. They got to the NFC Championship, but wow, that game against Seattle was ugly. Sam Darnold threw for 346 yards on them.
That game exposed a massive, massive liability at cornerback. If the Rams don't fix their secondary, they've already hit their ceiling.
It is just wild to think we're sitting here talking about Sam Darnold leading the team to the Super Bowl while the 49ers are scrambling for receivers.
And that, I think, connects to the shocking conclusion here. We might be officially witnessing the end of the old NFC power dynasties.
How so?
The teams that are rising are the ones willing to make these uncomfortable, aggressive moves, like trading your former #1 pick. The old guard is playing it safe, and they're getting left behind.
A truly chaotic offseason awaits. Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive. Keep your eyes on the trade wire, and we'll catch you on the next one.